Hello and welcome to Self-Care Sensory Sessions. Today we're going to look at, I think, one of the easiest sensory activities that you can do with water play. There's lots of different variations of water play and what you can do with it. So today I'm just going to give you a few ideas. So it entirely depends on who you're doing this activity with. Be mindful of what sensory input they enjoy and be mindful of things that could go in mouths. For people who like to put things in their mouths, making sure that all the stuff that we use for this one would be edible, would be necessary if you're going to work with someone like that. So the first idea that I've got for you is literally, it's just a tub of water. I bought this box when I was moving house, and everything I got today I just found in my cupboard, so I didn't even go out and buy anything for this one. The most simplest thing is pouring, really. It's an activity that we do quite a lot with with people we support. Just pouring from one vessel to another, it's got quite a calming noise, and you can watch it, you can listen to it, you can control the speed, make it overflow. So the person that you're doing this with might want to hold the vessel or the cup or the mug or whatever it is they like to hold in their hand, and you could pour into it. Or this could be an activity to help support someone with their coordination and to help them pour. If the individual you're working with is maybe working on how to make a cup of tea and get their pouring technique right, I've got a little teapot here. So that could be a good way of doing this as well, and it's nice and safe because it's just warm water. It's something where you could practice where to stop. So here I've got a smaller tub, and I'm going to practice pouring this in and stopping before I get to the top. So for some people, even the pouring activity might not interest them, might not be motivating for them. So what you could do is just put a range of objects into the bowl. So in here I've got a paintbrush. So with that one, just feeling the different textures on my arm and how that feels. You can make the water warm, you can make it cold, and just how that feels on different parts of your arm. Here I got this from a discount store. It's a unicorn bath plug, and it lights up when it touches water. That's another interesting sensory thing, is watching the light flash, obviously making sure that whoever is doing the activity with you is not sensitive to flashing lights. It can be just nice, calming exercise. Water, for some people, water is really quite calming. People enjoy going swimming and going to sit by lakes and just watching water flow, so that can be a really good sensory activity. Just some sensory objects, some nice bright colours, different textures. How do the wheels feel? Just with most sensory activities, it should just be a free space. So the person that you are doing the activity with, just make sure that they're getting benefit from it, and often take their lead. So if they pick up the paintbrush and start doing it on your arm, maybe it's something you could do back and replicate for them. But always be guided by what the individual wants. And now I've got some frozen peas, but any frozen veg will do. This just adds another dimension to this. These are obviously very cold. Interesting to feel the difference between the temperature of the water and the temperature of the peas. So I'm just going to chuck those in. I've also got a slotted spoon, so it could be quite an interesting game to try and collect the peas and put them back into the tub. See, by using peas, these are edible, so if they do get eaten, it's not a problem at all. Once they've been in there for a little while, you can feel that obviously they're not frozen anymore. You can squeeze them, and that's a whole different that's a whole different experience, being able to squeeze it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I've got some green tea, blueberry and raspberry tea bags. So I'm going to just put some in the water. Hopefully they're going to smell really nice. and the colour will change in the water as well. Do it in a smaller tub. You can see the colour change a lot quicker, and it's a lot more concentrated for you to be able to smell. It does indeed smell like blueberries and raspberries. So you can do this with any different type of tea, whatever you've got lying around. Maybe if you've got a few different teas, you can compare them and see how they smell. It smells really good. We've got caramel popcorn coffee, so I'm going to try a bit of that as well. A little bit in a pot and add some water. Be interesting to watch the coffee granules sort of dissolve. And the smell as well. These are all just ideas though. If the person you're doing this activity with obviously doesn't like tea or coffee, then this might not appeal to them, and they might not want to engage in the activity. So definitely personalise it to whoever you're working with. So I have an empty squash bottle, just one I had to go out for recycling, and putting it in makes quite a funny noise whilst all the air goes out. And again, that pouring activity. Now I have some shower gel, some bubble bath. Hopefully going to make bowls and make them smell very nice. I know this stuff is for sensitive skin, so obviously take that into consideration with whoever you're doing this activity with as well. And non-toxic, especially if whoever you're working with likes to put things in their mouth. So put a bit of that in, and then just gonna stir it around. And you can see the bubbles being formed. But then bubbles are definitely a different sensory experience. Again, you can put it on the arm. You can clap with them. That's a bit messier though. And again, it's just a different texture to add. And it's super easy. Just being able to watch the whirlpool that you make, or the way the water swishes around the box, and the bubbles forming. Depending on how you whisk it, you make different noises. So this activity took me about 5 minutes to set up. I just went around my house and hunted for different things to be able to put in there. It's good, clean fun. It's not going to take very long to clean up at all. Just be mindful of who you're doing this with, who's doing the activity with you, just to make sure that the things that you use in the activity are safe. For using food substances, make sure it's something that the person enjoys and it's appropriate for their diet. But yeah, I think this is a good one to have in your locker and to be able to personalise for whoever you're supporting. So, thank you for watching.